Soraya Vardeen. Thank you so much for meeting with us today. So we're going to ask you a couple of questions related to Parkinson's disease.
That is a very big question. Despite having been discovered in Western medicine about 200 years ago, we still don't know exactly what causes the disease. There are some theories, though. There's one school of camp believes that there's environmental causes. So that will be things like welding, the toxins that you're exposed to during welding, the toxins that are used during farming, as well the pesticides and herbicides. And then on the other hand, you have people that believe that there's a genetic component. So there are some genes that have been identified, such as Parkin, Pink, DJ1, LOC2. But they seem to be more involved in people who develop the disease at a young onset of age. So that's under the age of 50. And then other people believe that the typical forms of Parkinson's disease are caused by a combination of genetic and environmental factors and an interplay between those factors. So in short, we don't really know the answer. And the little that we do know, we know even less in South Africa because there have been little to no studies on the epidemiology of Parkinson's disease here. Yes, we are known as the Parkinson's Disease Research Group, and we are based at Stellenbosch University at the Tygerberg campus. We study specifically the genetic causes of the disease. So we obtain a blood sample from people with the disease, and then we extract our DNA, and then we do studies on the DNA to try and find genetic reasons for why the person develops the disease. We've not found many causes to date, but in those people in whom we have found causes, we then obtain a small piece of skin, usually from the upper arm, and we grow out fibroblasts, and we do studies to actually find out what is the effect of the variant on cell biology, whether the cells grow slower, die faster, and whether it affects certain key biological processes in the cell. On the other hand, we've started a new research area which is studying the possible therapeutic effect of curcumin. And curcumin, as I'm sure you know, is a component of turmeric, or curry, which people use in their food. It also has medicinal properties. So we study the effect of curcumin and try and see whether curcumin can possibly, in our cell models, stop the disease progression. I think a last comment would be what a horrible disease this is, and that people who have the disease are not understood. Sometimes it's because of the movement problems that they have and the fact that they suffer from depression and apathy. Often it's not seen as a disease. People think that it's witchcraft or there's something else wrong with them, or they, can just switch out, snap out of it and be fine. And we really need to raise awareness that Parkinson's disease is a real disease and that it affects about 3% of the population. So there's worldwide. So there are definitely people in South Africa with it. It's just not well properly diagnosed and understood.
I'm Karen Wellman. I work at the Division of Biokinetics here at Stellenbosch University. Biokineticists are healthcare practitioners that use exercise prescription to promote health and quality of life. I'm also the head of the Movement Labs. The Movement Labs run a research program that specifically look at how exercise induces neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is just a way to see how the central nervous system can be changed through physical activity. So how can we improve and promote it through physical activity? Exercise is beneficial for everyone. It has many health benefits. It reduces your risk for early death, reduces your risk for non-communicable diseases such as cardiac, metabolic and certain cancers, and increases your life expectancy. So besides all of these health benefits for people with Parkinson's, there are actually additional benefits. It improves their mobility, balance, the activities of daily living, and it also has a neuroprotective effect. That just means that it slows down the progression of Parkinson's disease. Unfortunately, there's no evidence that it can reverse Parkinson's disease. There is compelling evidence that exercise reduces the risk for Parkinson's disease. In particular, moderate to vigorous intensity exercise have shown to reduce the risk. There's a dose response, which means the higher the intensity or the more you do, the lower your risk would be. To give you an example, if you could increase your energy expenditure, so in other words, the amount of energy that you spend while doing an activity from rest by 10-fold, then you reduce your risk for developing Parkinson's by 9%. Most of the research to date has been on men, but we see similar trends in women. The most rewarding part for me is the fact that I get to work with people. I am a therapist at heart, and being able to do research and combining that with being a therapist gives me the best of both worlds. It's really great that I can learn from other people's experiences and incorporate that into my research. So I would definitely say working with people is the best part.